Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon, welcome back into my kitchen. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to whip up something that is an awesome side dish, especially in the summertime. We're going to make fried corn. Now, I had planned on making this for probably a month and a half, but I've been so busy, I just never got around to it. But I saw Chef Pam at Cooking at Pam's Place. She just made some and dropped a video. So it inspired me to get in here and make my version. Her version looked really good. So I'll link her video in the description or put an iCard up above. Be looking for that. But my version is bacon fried corn. So the ingredient list I have for mine is going to be, we're going to use some bacon. We're using some sweet corn. This is frozen sweet corn that we have allowed to thaw. So if you know you're going to be making it, go ahead and drop it in the fridge, maybe the night before in order for the corn to thaw out. Ultimately, the best way of making fried corn would be with fresh corn. You just cut it off the cob or whatever. I couldn't find any fresh, but this frozen will be great. I'm not a big fan of using canned corn because it'll be a little bit mushy, and that's not what we're looking for. We have some red onion here, fresh jalapeno, red pepper, and then for our seasonings, we're using salt and pepper, a little chili powder, and a little bit of cayenne. We'll use a little bit of butter, a little bit of the oil from the bacon, and we're going to fry it up, and it's going to come out to be a fantastic side dish. So you guys stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so we're going to start on this corn. The first thing we got to do is brown up some bacon. So that's all we're going to do. I'm just going to get this bacon browned up real nice. I got my heat on like a nice medium. I don't want to really scorch or burn the grease because we're going to be using that grease to cook our corn. But this is the first step. So when this is done, I'll bring you guys back.
All right, guys, so we've got our bacon complete. Now it's time to go in and add in our butter. I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of butter here. You can use butter, margarine, unsalted butter, salted butter. For this, it really doesn't matter. We're just going to get that melted down in order for us to go ahead and add in our veggies. All right, so as far as our veggies are concerned, I used 1/4 of that red bell pepper that was a big bell pepper. I used half of the jalapeno, no seeds. And I used about just under 1/4 cup of red onion. And we're just going to get that all into the skillet and get that sauteed up nice. We're just going to let it go for a minute or two just to sweat it down a little bit and allow those vegetables to soften up some. This is going to add some really awesome flavor to our corn as well as add some nice color to it. The jalapeno has a really nice flavor with just a little bit of a kick, but we're trying to keep the seeds out of there. If you wanted to add a little bit more spice, add the seeds, but we are adding some cayenne to this as well, so you want to be mindful of that. We're going to go ahead and add in a little bit of salt just to help get these vegetables softened up and add a little bit of flavor, and we're just going to let them go. Okay, so we've allowed our vegetables to saute for about 2 minutes, so now it's time to add in that corn. We did drain our corn, made sure we had no liquid in it. It is completely thawed out. And we're just going to go ahead and add it into our skillet and go and begin to move everything around. I don't know if you've noticed by now, and I failed to mention that I am using cast iron. I believe cast iron works great for this because it allows you to get good, even heat throughout, especially if you're using a glass cooktop like we have here. It looks better, and it just adds a little bit more, gives you a little bit more color when you're cooking it. So for this, I prefer cast iron, but you can definitely use non-stick, or you can actually use a stainless pan as well. Get everything mixed real well, evened out, that way you can get everything equal opportunity to get to touch the bottom of that skillet. So now we're going to go in with some of our chili powder. You don't have to add a whole lot, but just enough to give it that flavor. It adds a really nice smoky flavor to the corn, and I just like adding it to it. And then we're going to go in with our cayenne. That cayenne is just for a little bit of zip and a kick. It's sweet heat always goes well together, so when you're making your corn, that heat actually always adds a really nice flavor. Then we're going to go in with some black pepper. Also, do that to taste. Now, when you're doing that, you don't want to necessarily go too heavy because we do have our jalapeno and we do have our cayenne, and then we're going to go back with a little bit more salt. Now, I'm not going to add a ton of salt because we are adding our bacon back to this dish, and that is salty enough.
All right, guys, so we've been frying this corn now for about 5 or 6 good minutes. It's picked up a lot of nice color on it, and it's just about done. Like I said, we allowed this corn to thaw, so we didn't have to thaw it out while cooking. It was already thawed, and it's looking and smelling fantastic. Now's the time you're going to want to taste your corn and see if you want to add anything else to it. If you want to add any more cayenne, any more chili powder, any more salt or pepper. So to give it a taste. That's good, good, good. That sweet pepper, that little bit of a jalapeno kick there. Sweet. That's good. Now we're just about done, so we're going to turn it off. All there's left to do now is add in your bacon, and you're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and add our bacon on in there. Mix it up real good. Give it a good little mix. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit more freshness to this, you could add in some cilantro or a little lime juice at the end to add a little freshness, but I don't like the flavor of cilantro very much, so I'm not going to add it. But this is really good as it stands. And there you have it, guys. This is bacon fried corn. This is my version of fried corn. You may have seen it before. You may do it this way, but I've never seen anybody do it, and it's going to be kicking. So you guys stay tuned. We'll go ahead and get a bite, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, here's our bacon fried corn. Smells so good. It looks fantastic. Go ahead and get a bite. Now we've got bacon, and we've got corn. We've got red sweet pepper. We've got jalapeno. Season it with salt and pepper and chili powder, a little cayenne. Some of that. This right here, so good. The salt from the bacon, the sweet corn, and it's that little hint of heat from the cayenne, and then it's that this smoky flavor from the chili powder. Bomb.com. I hope you guys give it a shot. Again, go visit my friend Pam at Cooking at Pam's Place. See her recipe, see what you think about that. Tell her Brandon sent you. Appreciate you all watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make this. Make it ASAP. If you don't like corn or eat pork, you can leave the bacon out and it'll still be fire. But with that bacon, it's next level. So until the next time, guys, God bless. We'll see you around.